Hello, what is up, y'all? It is Morsels here. I finally came up with a name, so that is why I'm introducing it this time. But have you went on the Pokemon Center website? Have you seen a crazy Pikachu staring into your soul? Have you gotten an Air 17 for the fifth time and you have gotten sold out pages right after? Well, let me tell you how to fix all of that stuff. I told you that I will help you with some Pokemon Center tips and how to cop on restocks, initial stocks, pre orders, all those kinds of things. So I will tell you how I make moves on the Pokemon website, Pokemon Center website, and how I am able to cop almost every important release. So, if I help you in any way, shape, or form, or if you find a tip in this video that has helped you that you didn't know before, throw a like. I'd appreciate that. It would be very much grateful. And here we go. So, the first most important step is to get into the queue. So, the queue is basically a waiting line virtually. Everybody is trying to get into the website, so they trickle people in little by little. So you're going to want to get into that not super duper fast, but pretty freaking soon, probably within the first minute to 2 minutes. Anything earlier will get you through the website a little too fast before they upload any products, and anything later might just be a little too late. But they also do multiple restocks sometimes. So, say there is a queue at noon, 12 o'clock, then they drop a product at 12:30. That product sells out, and then they drop another product at say 1 o'clock or 1:30. So it's really never super bad to be in the queue later because something else could come out, but it is not guaranteed. I might have to do an updated video whenever I'm able to screen record, but there is also a way to check your line in queue. This is for desktop primarily. If you're able to get the link from your desktop to your phone, you could check mobily as well. But the way to check on desktop is to hit F12 on your keyboard and then go to the network tab on the right sidebar, and you will see a pop up that says Encapsula or something of that nature. You're going to double click on that. It'll open up a web page and it'll tell you POS, and that is your position in line, and then there are numbers following that. So, pretty important to help you learn your place in line, how fast everything is moving, and just a great tool, honestly. And you're also going to want to have a Pokemon Center account. This will have your shipping information and your billing information already pre registered. Your credit or debit card you will have to put in manually pretty much every single time there is a new drop. So that'll help speed up the process if things are selling out faster than normal, or if you just want to get in and out a lot quicker. Having an account is key. Make sure you have a Pokemon Center account. You could always check out as a guest, but it is much faster to have an account, everything pre filled out. Next, I'd say is avoiding the Air 17. That is the worst part of the drops. So if you're clicking around or doing things way too fast, then you're most likely going to get an Air 17. This also happens if you refresh way too much on the page. This is pretty much an overload of an activity coming from your device or your internet address, your IP. So, the way that I combat this is whenever I go to type in my card information or my address, I will do it very, very slow. I'm talking, say, my card number is 1, 2, 3, 4. So, that's how I would type that because things are going to sell pretty fast, but I don't think that they're going to sell out faster than I'm going to type to make sure that I do not get blocked. And Air 17 isn't just sending you back to queue. This is something that blocks the device and the internet Wi Fi that you are on for about an hour or so. So if you get the Air 17, do not expect to be on that website for at least an hour with that device. On mobile, you can get past Air 17 by going into airplane mode. Do that for about 5 to 10 seconds. Go off of airplane mode and use cellular data. If you use Wi Fi and you were blocked with Air 17 on Wi Fi, it will not work. So you have to go to mobile data. That'll give you a new IP address almost every single time. And as far as navigating the website Pokemon Center goes, I click very slow. I will count to 5 between clicks. You don't want to do things too fast because that will flag your IP address because they do security changes and updates to try and combat bots and other automated services. Another tip that I could give for avoiding the Air 17 is to just be calm, be cool, be collected, be relaxed. Is if you're clicking around, doing things too frantically, then you will not come out successful. So, patience and calm is all you need to navigate the website and not get flagged for any type of suspicious activity, is what they would call it. Now, this tip, finally, I think is probably going to be the most important tip, and that is to have information. Information is key to figure out when all of this is going on. You're not going to get an email on time from Pokemon Center that says, hey, this is dropping. We're starting a queue right now. So, a lot of people use Reddit, but that is not always reliable because people are not obligated to tell you when things are dropping. They're most likely going to focus on their self so that they get the product that they want first, and then I'm sure that the news will get out. So, a lot of people use Discord. There are free Discords out there, but a lot of the free ones do not have monitors, which is pretty important, in my personal opinion. I am in a paid Discord. There's no sponsorships that I have, so you are free to pick whatever you want. I typically just went with or go with the cheapest Discords that are paid that have monitors that ping whenever ping is basically notify you whenever something is coming out. Having somebody that's paid to do this job will ensure most of the time, majority of the time, that you will get notified of what is coming out and when it is coming out as soon as it does. So that is a big major benefit to paying for a Discord, is that you will have the information to know when all of these drops are coming out. So that's pretty much the biggest thing in my personal opinion, because you cannot get these drops if you do not know when they're coming out. A lot of the time with the Pokemon Center website is they will restock a product or drop a product and the product page has not updated yet. So you do not know what is dropping and you cannot access the site without knowing with a link. A lot of these paid Discords have back end information or they get the links from the website through various methods, and you're able to cop that way. I know with, I think it was Fusion Strike booster packs, they did not update the website at all, and you could even filter through the newest, most recent restocks, and you still needed the link to go to the product page to see that it's in stock. So that's pretty much all the tips that I have for the Pokemon Center website right now. And I will most likely do an updated video with visuals, screenshots, screen recordings, whenever the next Pokemon drop comes out, I will have footage so I could show you how I navigate through the website and how everything works for me. So make sure you guys stay tuned for more because I'm going to keep dropping content and I will try to help you through your Pokemon collecting and investing endeavors. Have a good have a good one. Have a great day. Bye.